Hello friends, welcome to my channel Excellent Coaching. So we were talking about experimental method. In experimental method, when we are trying to see the effect of one variable on the other variable, there are certain variables which can change the result of an experiment, and we don't want those variables to disturb the result or change the result of our experiment. Those particular variables which are unwanted in our study are known as extraneous or confounding variables. Extraneous means extra, which we don't want, or confounding means something which is making our experimental results change in a way that we don't want. So, these variables are unwanted variables, they are unwanted disturbances that can affect the result. And what are the different kinds of confounding variables? There are three types of confounding variables. One type is situational like noise, temperature, anything which is there in the environment or in the situation which can change your result of the experiment, which can change your score, which can cause a change in your variable, dependent variable, is called confounding situational confounding variable. Suppose in an experiment where we want to see whether a soundproof room can help people to have a sound sleep. So we want to see the quality of sleep is dependent on a soundproof room or not. In that case, one variable will be soundproof room, another variable would be sleep. Now, what we don't want there is noise because we are researching on a soundproof room. But if we are still getting some noise inside the room from somewhere, then that noise is a situational confounding variable. Same way, if we want to see whether the change in weather or change in temperature causes the change in performance of people, and there we are trying to control the temperature, but again if the temperature is not getting controlled and it is not being manipulated properly, that situational variable will cause a result will go not as desired. So those are called confounding variables which can actually destroy the whole experiment and which can change the result, and then our experiment would be useless. There are others also, like second category is related to organism. So organismic variables like people facing anxiety during the experiment, people fearing something during the experiment, or maybe people with different kind of intelligence, that may cause our results to also change or modify. So, if we want to see whether people can perform properly in certain conditions, but if the subjects or the participants you have chosen are showing too much anxiety to perform in an experiment, their anxiety will cause your experiment to go haywire. So your experiment would not be successful if the participants are feeling too much anxiety performing there. Same way, if you are talking about intelligence and you want to research on a particular type of intelligence, but if you find that there is a too much difference in the intelligence of the randomly selected participants, that too much difference in the intelligence will again not allow you to perform a proper experiment. So here are certain variables, confounding variables, which are related to the organism. The third type of confounding variables are experimental fatigue or practice effect, which is very common. What is experimental fatigue? These are known as sequence variable because whenever we have to follow a certain experiment in a sequence means when we give certain tasks to be done by the participant, and those tasks are in a sequence. So suppose you have told your participants that you will do task A first, and you will do B, then you will do C, and they are in a sequence. So what can happen is, due to experimental fatigue, suppose they have already done task A and then they are doing B and now they are tired. So the result of their score of doing task C will be lesser than A and B. That will cause your result of your whole experiment to again change because of their fatigue. Another thing that can happen is the practice effect. What is a practice effect? If you are giving a same task to do again and again, suppose you are giving them certain words to memorize, what will happen? After memorizing first list, they will be first time they will be giving certain responses. Second time they will have a practice and they will give you a better response. Third time they will have more practice and you will get a much better response. Then your result will not be as genuine as it could be, but because of the confounding variable of practice effect, your result will change. So that is how, when you are giving certain tasks to be done in a sequence, these sequence variables act as a confounding variable and can change the original result of your experiment. There are certain techniques to overcome these variables that we will study in further videos. Thanks for watching.